What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Playmaker Pod. I'm your host, Isaac. This is Joseph. We're going to get into the action from Monday night. We got the New York Knicks taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves in a very high-scoring battle between two teams, bro. I mean, they were just going at it. You had high scores on both teams. You had Julius Randle going off for, how much was it, like 59?
57 points.
57? Yeah, bro. Julius Randle went off for 57. Taurean Prince, somehow, bro, he freaking turned into magician last night. What were your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, there's no defense played last night, so there's the thing right there. But yeah, for the Timberwolves, Taurean Prince delivered for them. It was a rare game. It's probably the only time they're gonna see Taurean Prince play this good. Probably for the rest of his career. Yeah, he had 35 points. He only missed one shot from the field. He was 100% from three. So yeah, nice game from him. Mike Conley as well. Great game from him. 24 points, 11 assists, 4 rebounds. It's like a vintage Mike Conley stat line. And Jaden McDaniels has been playing really good as of late, especially the last few games. 18 points, 2 rebounds, 2 rebounds. He might be the best on-ball defender in the NBA. Rudy Gobert, he really didn't need to do too much. He had 16 points. It's a pretty good amount of points for Rudy Gobert. 7 rebounds. Probably would have liked a little bit more.
I thought he had
on the That what?
Oh, for some reason I thought he had like 14 or something like that.
No, it says he had 7.
Right. Yeah, you're good.
I would have liked.
It was like 14.
Yeah, you would have liked a little bit more from him. What's his name? Kyle Anderson. Pretty good game from him as well. 10 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. That's a pretty good stat line. For the Knicks, they really didn't get anything else. Well, they got some good performances other than Julius Randle. Julius Randle really led the team. He had 57 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Brunson had a pretty good game. He was 50% from the field. Not too bad. 10 assists, 2 rebounds. Nobody else from the starting lineup really did anything. RJ Barrett only 13 points. Typical RJ Barrett stat line right there. And then, Mitchell Robinson didn't score at all. Quinn Grimes only took 1 shot. And that was it. And then Manuel quickly had a decent game off the bench, 19 points. Hart had 10 points as well. So, yeah, but you really can't expect to win a game like this right now in the NBA without playing defense. So that's basically why the Knicks lost this game.
Yeah, I tell you, allowing 140 points, bro. Like, you can't be allowing 140 points and expect to win in this league. That is way too damn much. And I tell you, we really need to give props to Taurean Prince, bro, because I know no other talk show is going to give any love to Taurean Prince. They're just going to put him on the back burner and just completely forget this performance. Now, we're going to show Taurean Prince his love, bro. We're going to show him his respect. Because for him to only go out there and miss 1 shot, bro, and score 35 points, this dude went crazy. He was probably the main reason why Minnesota ended up winning. I tell you, nobody outside of Minnesota is probably even talking about this man right now. But give this man his credit, bro. All ESPN wants to talk about is Julius Randle, the Knicks, how the Knicks choked and stuff. Nobody's going to give Prince his credit. I mean, no Anthony Edwards, no Karl Anthony Towns. What does Taurean Prince do? He puts up one of the greatest nights ever. So, like Joseph said, it's probably the only time this is ever going to happen. So, we might as well give him his credit.
Yeah, it's probably the best game.
Credit for this game.
Yeah, it's definitely the best game of his career. So, yeah, that's one of the most efficient games you're ever going to probably see. But yeah, this loss really is not going to affect the Knicks too much. They're pretty good. They're pretty much locked into either being the 5th or 4th seed. They're in that area. More than likely, they'll probably be the 5th seed. Yeah, but they're pretty much locked inside. They're pretty much locked into that spot. So this is just one loss. Yeah, they've won their previous 2 games before this. So yeah, it was just Minnesota. This is actually a good game for Minnesota because they probably needed to win. They lost to the Raptors and Bulls in back-to-back games, and they're also getting back. Or more than likely, they're going to get back Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards for tomorrow's game. Mm-hmm. So yeah, this is a pretty good win heading into the return of their 2 best players. So yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I'm surprised that Anthony Edwards is returning so soon. I thought that the injury was going to sideline him for a bit longer.
Yeah, I thought so too. It looked bad. Yeah, but I guess it wasn't as bad as it looked. So yeah, it's good for Minnesota.
Yeah, I tell you, that's a great win. I tell you, without their best players, it really helps them out. I tell you, because they're really fighting for that play-in spot right now. Play-in, and the West is so tight right there at the bottom that they might even sneak into the playoffs just without like even a play-in spot. with the way Dallas has been performing lately, bro, without Luka Doncic, it's been pretty rough out there. And you got teams like the Lakers, bro. Anthony Davis dropping like 8 points on random occasions. You got who else is in there? Oklahoma. I mean, how much do you trust them? Bro, Minnesota might be able to sneak into the playoffs if they could get some good momentum rolling. Bro, they might even need the play-in tournament.
Yeah, they're the AC right now, so yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I'm looking at their point differential. It's crazy. There's like so many teams in the negative.
Yeah. The West.
Yeah, a bunch of
it's pretty bad.
Yeah, the Lakers are basically. The Jazz are basically a negative, but they're like 0.1 positive, 0.1. Yeah, so it's not really. Yeah, all these teams are barely in the positives. Yeah,
it's like 0.1 or like negative 0.2 or something like that.
Yeah, it's basically it's probably basically because they won a game recently or they won a couple games recently. That's basically the reason why.
I know. Yeah, they can never like blow teams out or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy because the top 3 teams in the East have like all like super good point differentials, and it's like the rest of them like close to the negative. So yeah. Oh yeah, this is a good win.
Oh my god.
For Minnesota. I don't think it's gonna affect New York too much. Yeah. This is probably actually
pretty much just playing for like home court for that Cavaliers series. Pretty much, that's all the Cavs and Knicks are playing for at this point. They're probably not going to drop in the standings, and they're probably not going to pass Philadelphia, Boston, Milwaukee. They're pretty much just playing for home court. So I mean, depending on how much that matters to both teams, really only going to matter if it gets to like a 7-game series or something like that. But I expect it to be a good series either way.
Yeah, it's going to be a good series either way. Yeah. I don't think the only teams that catch up are Brooklyn and Miami. They're like 3 games back each, or from New York. But I think New York. Actually, they're probably 4 games back. I think New York probably has the tiebreaker over there, or both of them. So yeah, I don't think they'll pass them. I think the Knicks. They're probably locked. They're actually probably locked in the 5th because they're actually 3 games back behind Cleveland. So it'll probably be Cleveland at 4 and New York at 5. So yeah, there's still a chance they could pass though.
Yeah, but they're not really at risk of like missing the playoffs or anything. So
yeah, no,
they could afford this loss a lot more. Even though it's still very disappointing to see Julius Randle go out there for like 57 and still end up losing that game. I'm pretty sure a bunch of Knicks fans are going crazy about that. You know how Knicks fans get.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw some on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't affect the Knicks that much. It was actually probably more must win for the Timberwolves to stay in the play-in tournament.
Yeah. All right.
And the next game.
To the next game of the night. Yeah. I'll let you talk about it. You already know where we're going.
Yeah, Philly took a 4-point loss in overtime. Yeah, this is just like an ugly game for Philly all around except for Embiid. Yeah, obviously, Joel Embiid's the only one that still performed. Yeah, Joel Embiid had 37 points, 16 rebounds, and an assist and a steal, 3 blocks. Yeah, he still performed. It was really just the rest of the team didn't. Yeah, the bench, you got points from Melton. You got 19, but everybody else didn't do anything. Yeah, nobody else scored on the bench. Well, I guess Paul Reed and Shake Milton had 2 points, but that's basically not scoring at all. Then McDaniels and Niang had 0. So, yeah, that was bad. And then Maxey had 22, 6 and 5, but it was really an ugly game from him too. He was taking a bunch of dumb shots all over the place. He was trying to play hero ball in the overtime, and it just didn't work out. Yeah, that's not how you're going to win games. And in overtime as well, the Sixers were up 3 in second overtime. Embiid got fouled out of the game. I think if Embiid stayed in the game, probably the Sixers probably would have held on and won the game. Yeah, but that's just... Yeah, when you let the game go to double overtime, you're going to have risk of fouling out. So, yeah, he got fouled out. So, yeah, I believe if Embiid played the whole game, they would have won. Then Tobias had 14 points, yeah. Didn't do much. House, yeah, there's no PJ Tucker for this game, so House had to start. He had 4 points. Nothing too special. Harden shot terrible. 5 points, 2 for 14. He had 7 rebounds and 12 assists. 12 assists are still pretty good. But you just can't shoot that bad and expect to win. Yeah, this game he looked pretty disinterested. It didn't seem like he was comfortable in the game. And Doc Rivers said after the game that he had a foot injury. He might not play tomorrow. Yeah. So, yeah, it was just a bad game overall for Philly. And then Chicago, pretty good game. Their big 3 delivered for them. Zach LaVine had 26 points. Nikola Vucevic at 21. DeRozan at 25. Yeah. So it's pretty Good game. Kobe White 11 off the bench. Kobe White hit a couple of clutch shots in overtime for the Bulls. Derrick Jones had a game-saving block against Harden as well at the end of the game to close the game. So yeah, that was a pretty clutch block by Derrick Jones. Pat Bev. Yeah, mostly everybody on both teams shot inefficient because it was double overtime game, and the game ended at 109 to 105. So it was a pretty inefficient night for both teams. There was a lot of defense being played, and there was also a bunch of dumb shots being taken. So yeah, it was a pretty bad loss for the Sixers. They play the Bulls again on Wednesday. I expect them to win on Wednesday. I don't think they're gonna take another L. This whole team, they just played a shitty game. That's the real reason they lost. I don't expect them to play shitty like this again against Chicago. I think they're gonna, especially they're playing the same team again, back to back. I really expect the Sixers to bounce back. But yeah, this is a pretty ugly game for the Sixers.
Yeah, there goes a winning streak for Joel Embiid against the Bulls. You can no longer say that he's never lost to the Bulls while playing, even though he did get fouled out, but he played most of that game. So, and then also there goes the Philadelphia 76ers winning streak. 8 games, I think it ended at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so there's 2 streaks that came to an end last night, unfortunately. I thought the Sixers were going to win this game. It's pretty shocking, you know. We just went from a game where there was no defense being played at all, ended with the score of 140 to 134. And then now you got a game. Now you got a game that won. There was like 109 points by the end of 2 overtimes. So, I mean, a whole bunch of defense. It's the complete opposite on both ends. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really think this derails Philadelphia that much because they have a chance to bounce back. This is just an ugly game. Like, they had 8 games of playing flawless basketball, so I'm not just going to take one game where they played terrible. Yeah, it was just, I don't really think it derails them that much because they're going to, I think this actually helps them a little bit. It gives them like a, I don't know, slap to the face maybe. They're not unbeatable because they have a couple of tough games after this next Bulls game. They have a couple of tough games against Golden State, Phoenix, and Denver, and those are pretty tough games. You probably, yeah.
I'd say this might have just been like a trap game. They could get back on track right after. So
yeah, that's exactly what I think it was. Yeah, so Harden might not play tomorrow, but if he does play tomorrow, I think he's gonna have a really good game, especially after putting up this kind of game. Yeah, this is probably his worst game this year that he's played. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
this expect them to bounce back. I don't expect them to drop 2 games in a row to Chicago, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't think they'll drop back-to-back games against them. So yeah, this is more just like a trap game. Chicago helps them stay in the play-in tournament. They've actually been winning a couple games as of recently. I believe
they're right now.
Let me check. They're hold on. They're the 10th seed right now. They're 3 games ahead of Indiana. So yeah, that's pretty good right there.
They'll probably get a shot at the play-in. It's up to them to actually deliver in those games. They're going to be in the bottom half more than likely, so they're going to have to deliver on more than one occasion. So
yeah,
they got a solid roster, though. I mean, they really underperformed this season. Like, from what I thought they were going to be a bit better. We had talked about this on the last episode. You know, I kind of expected more out of Chicago, but yeah, they're probably not going to do too much. What am I saying, bro? Even if they do get into the playoffs, bro, I really doubt that. They're going to do anything.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do anything either. Yeah, they have, what is it called? We haven't talked about Lonzo Ball, but Lonzo Ball's not going to be ready until, not next season, but the season after that. And he might not come back at all because he's trying to come back from an injury that nobody's ever came back from.
An injury that nobody's ever came back from? Bro, what?
Yeah, it's like some surgery. Or the surgery, not the injury. The surgery. He's replacing like a whole tendon in his leg. Like they're like,
oh shit!
It's like a transplant type of thing. Like it's new, all new. And no NBA player that came back has come back and played after having a surgery like that. So yeah. So he might not.
NBA players have had that surgery, but they just never came back and played. Oh, okay. So he isn't like the first one ever getting this surgery.
No. Yeah, so he might his career might be over. Yeah,
Holy
I don't know,
bro. Oh,
it's gonna be a pretty.
I never knew about that.
Yeah, it's gonna be
That's
incredible.
crazy.
It's gonna be a pretty incredible comeback if he does come back, but right now it doesn't look like the odds are in his favor right now. So yeah, it might be over for
that sucks, man.
Lonzo
is one of my favorite players in the league, bro. That is crazy, bro. I had no idea that's what was going on. I feel bad for the dude, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a chance he can come back still, but I don't know how likely it is because it's like they're replacing the whole muscle basically in his leg with something else. So
holy shit, bro. That god damn.
Yeah, so it's gonna be pretty crazy if he does come back. All right, we can move on to the next game. Let's talk about the Mavs and the Grizzlies. You can go first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I thought the game was going pretty well most of the time. Kyrie was dropping buckets. He had like 26 points early. He was making tough finishes. He was doing everything you expect to see. Christian Wood, he finished with 20. Jaden Hardy, the rookie, I keep on saying, bro, that this dude needs some more minutes. Jaden Hardy went out and dropped 22. Christian Wood, 20. So, I mean, bro, it's common sense, bro. I've been saying this for a minute. Christian Wood and Jaden Hardy need some more minutes. They were the leading scorers behind Kyrie Irving. We're leading for most of this game, really. Most of this game, we're up. We're dominating the Grizzlies. We're playing at our pace. And then all of a sudden in the fourth quarter, bro, that's when things start to fold. I don't know what the hell happened. I thought this is when Kyrie Irving was supposed to shine. Apparently he kind of re-aggravated his foot right there towards the end of the game. So that could have been a reason why. But, I mean, this is what you bring in Kyrie Irving for. You bring him in to be that closer in the fourth quarter. That's what I thought was going to happen. Really, he didn't do too much in the fourth quarter, if I'm being completely honest. It probably had something to do with the foot injury. But, yeah, Memphis ended up coming back and, unfortunately, winning this game. I'm pretty sure John Morant was back in the building. He wasn't playing, but he was back in the building. And it kind of, you could tell, you saw when he entered into the arena, the whole FedEx Forum, bro, they were happy to greet him back into the arena. There's some good vibes going on in there. After the game, Dillon Brooks and Kyrie Irving. Well, Dillon Brooks tried to jersey swap with Kyrie Irving, bro, but Kyrie wanted no part of that, bro. He straight up just gave Dillon Brooks his jersey and then dipped, bro. So, yeah, Dillon Brooks didn't even get a chance to get Kyrie his jersey.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Other than that, bro, Jaren Jackson, he had a pretty good game for Memphis. He was the leading scorer, 28 points. Desmond Bane, 17. Almada?
Santi Almada.
Almada. Yeah, bro. He put up 22 and 14. 22 points, 14 rebounds. That's crazy. I hadn't even heard about him before this game. But he had a pretty good game. I tell you, Memphis, they came back when he needed them to do so. I'll tell you, they were at home too, so once the momentum started going in their favor, it was pretty hard to stop. And then Dallas had lost their momentum, and it was game over from there. Fourth quarter, we just collapsed, and an unfortunate ending, which pretty much feels like it's been happening way too much this season. Way too much. We're like 36 and 36. Where are we in the West right now? We're 7th in the West. Yeah, we can't really be affording losses like this. I'm pretty sure we got the Warriors coming up, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, I mean, every single game from here on out is must win. We got to start winning games heading into the playoffs, bro. We can't start losing these random games or else we're going to finish like at 42 and 40 or something like that, which is probably like the worst record we've had since Luka actually started winning games, which is like his second season. I'm pretty sure we finished better than like 42 and 40 Luka's second season. I'm pretty sure the only time we're that bad was like when he was a rookie and Dirk was an old man. So, yeah, it's pretty disappointing what's been going on. The good thing, though, is that the West is pretty much in the same boat as us, so we can still move up in the standings. We just need to get that momentum going into the playoffs. That's how it was last year for us. We're pretty much the Western Conference version of the Celtics last year. Our records were on par pretty much all the way through. The only thing is that people didn't realize it because the Mavs were in the West, and the same record in the West got you a 4 seed, while in the East it got you a 2 seed. So it stood out a lot more on Boston's end. But I mean, that's why Dallas was able to make a deep run last year. They had built up so much momentum going into the playoffs. They were winning so many games. They were dominating teams. So, yeah, that long run that they went on last postseason, it didn't even surprise me as a Mavs fan because I've been watching this team. So that's all we need going into the playoffs, and we might be able to make a good run again.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the defensive problems to me late game. Like there's some. I know they have Luka, and they're missing the last couple of games. Like on their stretch where they've been losing some, winning some. They haven't really been consistent on the winning end. They've probably been missing Dorian Finney-Smith a little bit. His defense that provides. Yeah, but Memphis, I want to talk about Memphis more because I think they could probably really make it to the finals. I think a lot of people overlook them as a true contender because they don't like Dylan Brooks, all the John Moran stuff. I think a lot of people overlook them because they could this year. They've been in Golden State every time they played them this year. It's just regular season, but still Golden State does not look like themselves anymore. So probably in the first round, I'm probably leaning towards Memphis if I'm picking the series. But
honestly,
yeah, and they could probably really beat any of these teams in the West, even the Nuggets, because especially when they have John Morant, back, they have their guy, and they're pretty good without them, and they're pretty deep as well. Like John Morant comes back, Tyus Jones can go back to being the sixth man, and on the bench you have him, Luke Kennard's pretty solid, and John Kakar, he's a pretty underrated bench piece. Yeah, they're probably missing Brandon Clark and Steven Adams as well. Steven Adams is going to come back for playoffs. He's a solid backup center. Or he's not even a backup. He's a starter. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
You know what I just found out is that Steven Adams isn't even 30 yet.
Oh, yeah, I know. He's
still
young.
29, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like,
oh, yeah, he's not that young, but yeah, I know. Yeah.
I thought he was like 32 or something like that.
Yeah, he just looks older, too. I thought he'd been in the league for a while, too. Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, when you get Steven Adams back, you put him back in the starting lineup, put Tillman on the bench, and then I have to play guys like David Roddy and Santi Almada. He's not usually a six man or not a bench piece that they usually use. He just had a good game, but yeah, Zaire Williams as well hasn't been really playing. Yeah, Brandon Clark's going to be a big missing piece though because Brandon Clark was a nice piece off the bench where you could use to really guard anybody because he's a good defender even on the perimeter for a big. But yeah, they could be a contender in the West because right now, because I'd probably, if I'm going to the playoff series fully healthy, I'm probably taking them mostly over any of them. If they play against Denver or Phoenix, I'm probably leaning towards Phoenix or Denver. But even against the Clippers, I think I could probably favor them. The Clippers don't really look that competitive. They're wishy-washy. That's really what the Clippers are. And the Kings are pretty good too. The Kings and the Grizzlies playoff series, that's probably going to go to like 6 or 7. But I'm probably leaning towards Memphis just because they have the best player out of the two teams. And they have Jaren Jackson Jr. I think Jaren Jackson Jr. is more valuable than Sabonis a little bit.
Lots of Sabonis.
Yeah.
So you're taking Jaren Jackson and John Morant over De'Aaron and Sabonis.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, because both teams are really deep. Those might be the two deepest teams in the conference. Yeah, because Phoenix is really front loaded. And then what's the Clippers? The Clippers have a bunch of bench, but I don't know how good their bench really is. They have a bunch of players. Wow, they're not really anything special. Like Eric Gordon's been pretty disappointing. He's been pretty disappointing for them ever since they traded for him. He hasn't really done much.
Yeah.
And then Robert Covington's really just there for defense. So yeah, those two guys, they don't do much. Bones Highland's alright. He's not anything special. So yeah. I just want to talk about Memphis though because I think a lot of people overlook them just because of all the other stuff that they have to deal with, like Dylan Brooks. Nobody really likes him.
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, and then John Morant's off the court issues. So yeah. Other than that though, Memphis is like they're probably right there with the Nuggets. Or they actually have momentum too. The Nuggets won a game yesterday, but they really don't have the momentum. Memphis is kind of carrying the momentum until the playoffs, and they're getting job back too. It's a lot better of a situation for the Grizzlies right now than it looked like 2 weeks ago when John Moran barely got suspended. So it looks a lot better for them.
Yeah, it's really been Memphis and Sacramento who have been getting the momentum going into the
Yeah.
final month of the season. Denver looks very, very beatable right now, if I'm being honest, bro.
Yeah.
I could definitely for sure see Memphis taking them down. Like
Yeah.
I'd tell you, at first, Denver kind of solidified themselves. Like, okay, we're the best team in the West this regular season. But as of late, bro, they haven't really been shown it.
Yeah, right now it's like looking like Memphis. Like you can't rule out Phoenix either because Phoenix doesn't have Kevin Durant. He's one of the best players in the world. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I can trust Phoenix just because, like, I guess they have Kevin Durant, Booker, and CP, but it's like they don't really have the chemistry yet. Yeah. Like Memphis team, they've been together. Basically, all of them together have been together for like their whole careers. Like Steven Adams has even been there with them, like for at least since Jaw's second year in the league. So yeah, they already have chemistry with each other. Even Denver has chemistry. Denver basically has the same team that they've had the last couple of years. They're just finally healthy. And Sacramento, I guess they don't have the chemistry, but they just have momentum because they added a lot of new players in the offseason. Like they had Sabonis last year, the trade deadline, and then they added Herder and Malik Monk in the offseason. And Keegan Murray as well. But yeah, they still have momentum. They look like a good team.
Yeah, the Kings are pretty nice right now too.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to point it out too, though, is that the West. I tell you, the West is like, bro, all the way down to the bottom. They got teams though, so
yeah.
I might be a bit biased, but like I wouldn't be surprised to see like Dallas go in there with like with a healthy roster. You got playoff Luka, bro. You seen what he does in the playoffs. You see what Kyrie Irving can do in the playoffs. I wouldn't be surprised if Dallas went in there and knocked them off completely, even if they were a lower seed. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the Warriors, they haven't really been able to win on the road, so maybe they might not win too. The Clippers, Kawhi's a playoff performer too, bro. If Kawhi gets hot in the playoffs, that might be a scary thing for Memphis to deal with, if I'm being honest. And also, who else? You brought a Phoenix too. They're also a pretty dangerous team. So I tell you, all these teams are pretty dangerous. Every single one of them, I think, is still pretty dangerous. You can't overlook any one team, no matter how it looks right now. You can't overlook Memphis. You can't overlook Dallas. You can't overlook Phoenix. You can't overlook the Clippers even. The Lakers, I mean, you probably can't overlook them, but I'd say it's pretty loaded from the top down.
Yeah, to be honest with you, though, I'm for sure overlooking. If the Lakers make it, I'm overlooking them. The Jazz, I'm overlooking them. The Thunder, Minnesota, I'm looking all over this team. At least those two teams.
Those guys, yeah. But they're probably going to run into Denver, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, to me, though, I really don't care who comes out of the West, though, because I think whoever comes out of the East is winning the championship. Out of Milwaukee, Boston, or Philly, I think those are the best three teams in basketball, at least this year.
They've been the best three teams so far.
Especially Milwaukee. I don't think anybody is going to be Milwaukee if they make it to the finals. They have like a 71% winning percentage this year. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You know what's crazy about the stats? That Tim Duncan has a higher winning percentage than them right now. He had a winning percentage of like 72% of his career.
Holy shit, bro. Yeah, now Tim Duncan's great. He was always, bro, bro, he was always consistent, bro.
I could see a West team being like Philly, even Boston, maybe. No, I don't really. Probably have more Philly. I can see a West team giving Philly the L in the series, but Boston and Milwaukee, I think they're built.
They're above everyone else.
Yeah, even Philly though. I think I would probably favor Philly over most of these teams. Maybe not the Nuggets and the Grizzlies. Those would be not like maybe just the Nuggets and the Suns. Are those the only two series I would maybe think were even between Philly and them? Just because Phoenix, I think their firepower would give them fit, and then Nuggets, just because they're a pretty solid team. But I think the Sixers would probably beat the Grizzlies. I think they would beat most of the other every team because they have a lot more depth than most of the other teams in the West. They probably have more depth than every single team in the West except for like the Grizzlies and the what is it called? The Kings?
The Kings.
Yeah. So I would probably, I think for sure though, well for me at least, I think that whoever comes out of the East is winning the championship more than likely.
I can see Boston winning. Milwaukee is kind of confusing because they have done this thing before where they'll have like the best record in the league and then end up losing like in the second or third round of the playoffs somehow. They've done it before. They did it. It was in the bubble against Miami. They were a 1 seed. They ended up losing in the second round to them. They did it against Toronto. They were a 1 seed. They ended up dropping 4 in a row to them. So Milwaukee does a thing where they look they look like the best team in the league during the regular season, and all of a sudden they end up getting dropped off in the second round or the third round. So Milwaukee, I'm still kind of suspect on them, just not because of like what they're doing right now, but because of their history, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but to me, after they won the championship year, that pretty much like went out the window for me because last year I think they would have beat Boston if they had Middleton. I think that's the only reason they lost because they almost beat him. Middleton's like an important piece. Like a lot of people just like overlook Middleton sometimes, but Middleton's I think last year I really overlooked. I overlooked that thing now that they can't make it past the second round or whatever because they lose in the second or third round just because they already won the championship already. They already proved themselves that they can win it, and then they also last year they would have won it to me if they had Middleton. I think they would beat Boston last year. They were just missing. Probably their second best scorer on the team. You're gonna. So yeah, but yeah, overall, yeah.
I'm not saying like I'm doubting the Bucks or anything. I just have a little bit of skepticism about them. I feel more confident in Boston reaching the finals and winning it out of all three of those teams that you just pointed out. I feel most confident in, Boston.
Yeah, Boston is just all. I guess we'll talk about it later, but yeah, we'll talk about it after we're done. All right, we'll talk about
just quickly go over the rest of the games because they weren't. I mean, we could just for our picks, bro, just to prove that I didn't get a single one right somehow.
All right, then there was what is it called? Sacramento versus Utah, probably the next most interesting game. Yeah, we both got this game wrong because we both picked Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Yeah, they lost. Yeah, it was really the Jazz. I'm pretty sure they dominated. They dominated the boards most of the night except for the second half. Except for the fourth quarter, I mean. Yeah, Sabonis had a good game. Well, actually, no, Sabonis didn't do anything. Well, Sabonis did do something, but he was 4 for 11 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. He did good in other facets of the game. And then De'Aaron Fox, 37. He carried the team, basically. Keegan Murray at 22. It's a pretty solid game for the rookie. Yeah, but Sabonis really disappointed. And Monk had 15 points, but he took 15 shots. So yeah, it's not efficient. Yeah, so that, and then the Jazz, Ochai Agbaji put up a career high in points, 27 points. He had 26 last game. He's really showing out for the Jazz, the rookie, for the rookie guard, I mean. And then, nobody else. Oh, they didn't have marketing for this game. So this is just a bad loss for a second.
That's what I was saying, Like, they don't even have Larry Mark. Bro, I just barely found out Johnny Juzang is on the Jazz. He was he was going crazy for UCLA back in the tournament, bro. And goddamn, I just realized he was on the Jazz, bro. He actually got some minutes too. He didn't really do too much, but it's still crazy to me seeing Johnny Juzang over here.
Yeah, I remember he got drafted or something like that. He got drafted, and I remember he got drafted. I just forgot he was even on the Jazz though. I forgot Juan Toscano Anderson on the Jazz too.
Yeah, that too. Rudy Gay is still in the league, bro.
Oh yeah, I knew about that one. I remember you guys. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, damn. I got surprised like 3 times right now. When I saw Juan Toscano Anderson here. I saw Johnny Juzang and then Rudy Gay. Like,
I think Juan Toscano Anderson was on the part he got traded with the Westbrook trade, and then Rudy Gay. I remember Rudy Gay was on the Jazz last year. He signed a 2-year deal with them last year when they were still competitive, and he just stuck with them. Yeah, they didn't even have Jordan Clarkson or Colin Sexton either. So yeah, it was just it was basically just a bunch of rookies.
Tucker, Agbaji, Walker Kessler, Kelly Olynyk.
It was basically the rookies.
It was the rookies and Kenny Olynyk.
Yeah, and Horton Tucker. It was like the younger guys that really don't get minutes. Yeah. Chris Dunn even had 18 points on the bench. So I think the Kings basically. I think the Jazz basically won this game because I guess I forgot this dude's name, Simone Fontencho. I don't know his name. I know he's a rookie though.
I was reading that too. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah.
I didn't really have a good game for them, but they got good performances from some of the guys that really don't play most of the time. I go Udoka Azubigi. He had 13 points and 8 rebounds. And Chris Dunn had 18 points. Gay, he really didn't have a good efficiency, but he had 11. So and then Walker Kessler, 10 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 5 blocks for him. So yeah, he locked up Sabonis though. Sabonis shot bad. Yeah.
Simone Fontencho averages 5 points a game, 1 rebound, and under 1 assist per game.
Yeah.
He was a starting small forward. He got 30 minutes for Utah last night.
Yeah, I guess Utah got really lucky, last night with some of their guys that really don't play that much. they stepped up a little bit.
Oh yeah, bro. they really took advantage of that one. God damn, I want to see what the line was for that game. What the betting line was for that. I feel like the Kings are probably I feel like the Kings are probably big favorites in that one.
Yeah, and then the Kings also shot 36% from three as a team. That's not good.
Yeah.
And they shot 42% from the field as a team. Yeah, that's not good either. So they got pretty locked down. It was pretty good defense by the Jazz. So that's a pretty solid win for the Jazz. The Jazz are the 10th seed, I believe, right now. The Kings, the Kings were on a hot streak right there, but yeah, just
probably like another trap game if I'm being honest.
Yeah, there's probably a couple of two trap games yesterday.
Utah didn't have most of their players, bro. They didn't have marketing. They didn't have Sexton, bro. They were running a bunch of rookies that barely get minutes.
Yeah, I'm not really gonna take this loss in too much account because I think it's just a trap game. They just got.
Yeah, I mean every team's gonna have one of those random games, bro.
Yeah, you're just gonna lose some of these games, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Next game. Just a quick.
Golden State and Houston.
Yeah, Golden State, Houston. We both picked. I picked.
No, you picked. Golden State, bro. I went with Houston just because they were. Yeah, because Houston had been winning a few games lately, so I decided to get crazy and go with Houston. And I knew it would be the wrong move, but
yeah, Curry and Thompson showed up against Houston. Like they always kill us, anyways. Can't wait till they're both retired. Stephen Curry got 30 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Thompson 29 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist. It was basically just them too. Yeah, they killed us. Kamin got 17 off the bench. Can't wait till both of them are retired. I don't have to ever see them play against the Rockets again. And then Tyree Easton had a pretty good game for them. I think Tyree Easton's been pretty going to develop into like a Mikal Bridges type of player in a couple of years. When the Rockets are actually competitive, in a couple of years, hopefully, I think Tyree Easton can be like a Mikal Bridges, like the way he was on Phoenix when they were competitive like 2 years ago, before Mikal Bridges went to Brooklyn. Like I'm talking about Mikal Bridges on Phoenix. I think Tyree Easton can develop into something like that. Jabari Smith's been playing pretty solid last few games. 17 points. 11 boards. Jalen Green, inefficient, but he had 20 points. But it wasn't really anything too special. Kevin.
Tyree Easton was drafted last year, right?
Yeah, he was. This year.
He drafted this year?
Yeah, this year.
This is rookie year, right?
Yeah, rookie year.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, damn, he put a 21 and 12.
Yeah, he's averaging like 10 and 6 this year. He doesn't really he's not really getting too many minutes because he's off the bench most of the time. He was starting this game. So I don't think Jason Tate and Şengün didn't play this game. So he got some more minutes. Yeah. He'll probably get
Christopher.
Josh Christopher's not that good.
I remember he was doing pretty good. I remember he was doing good like for the past 2 years. And I just clicked on his stat line right now, bro. I see 5 points per game, 1 rebound, 1 assist. I'm like, what the hell happened to this guy?
He tries to be Jalen Green, but he's the worst. He's worse than Jalen Green. But he tries to be like him. He's like a worse Jalen Green. So it's like he's been in the G League most of the season. Then he plays with the team. Garuba too. Garuba is basically just like a defender because he's not anything else other than a defender. And Deshaun Nix. I hate Deshaun Nix the most. He's my least favorite player. I hate him. Deshaun Nix. Yeah, he's fucking ass. That dude sucks. I never want to see him play. I hope next week he's not on the team. That's how bad he is. Yeah, we need to draft Scoot, man. We need Scoot because I don't want to play him. He's the backup point guard and he's ass. And Tate and Şengün. Yeah, Şengün's really the lead, like a ball handler most of the time. So some of these games when they don't have Şengün, it's just ugly. And this game,
a ball handler.
Yeah, he's a ball handler.
God damn, bro, that's crazy. So he's like some Nikola Jokic role right now.
Yeah, that's what he basically does. He's like a Nikola Jokic, DeMontis Sabonis. He's like I don't know what to say. He's like the younger version of them. He's not as good either, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like directly comparing him. I'm not directly saying he's like Nikola Jokic. I'm just saying like the way the Rockets expect him to run that off. I mean, kind of like the style.
Yeah, he's a good passer. He's probably the best passer on the team. So Kevin Porter Jr. Yeah, he's not a point guard.
Yeah, KPJ and Jalen Green probably aren't the best passers.
No, Jalen Green's just a shooter. That's all he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It was just this is actually pretty. Well, it was close. Like in the first 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter, the Warriors just turned on. So it was pretty. That's what usually happens in Water Rockets games, though. The Rockets keep it close for like the first 2.5 quarters, and then the third, and late third, they give up because they're trying to tank. Some of these games I can tell at Gonzalez is trying to tank because he subs out he makes some of the dumbest substitutions I've ever seen. He's trying to tank, but he's not going to be here when the tank's done. So it's like, go ahead. If you want to tank, you can go ahead because you're going to get fired. He's probably going to get fired this year. Yeah. Like, there's some games where he subs out, what is it called? He subs out like Jabari Smith and he puts in fucking Josh Christopher. And that's when I see that, that's like obviously he's trying to lose the game. Or he subs out Shane Goon, he doesn't even put him in the game for like the last 10 minutes of the game when it's a close game. So yeah, I can already tell he's trying to tank. But yeah.
And then that's when the other teams start pulling away.
Yeah, basically.
Damn. Yeah.
I saw Popovich even does that. When Popovich played against us he played against us back-to-back games. The Rockets won both of them. It's because Popovich basically subbed out his starters for like the second half of the game, both times.
Oh, for real? God damn.
Yeah. Yeah, Popovich was even trying to tank. Now what?
The Pistons got the worst record right now. So
yeah, then I believe it's the Pistons and the Rockets and the Spurs.
Rockets and Spurs. Yeah, there's not really much competition at all either. I mean, maybe Charlotte's too far ahead, bro. God damn.
Yeah, the Rockets are probably gonna end up with like. Yeah, the Rockets are probably gonna end up with like 20 wins at most. Like 2 more wins probably for the rest of the season. That's probably what it would be. For the rest
I don't know. They've been winning a bit lately.
Yeah, they have, but it's just like I don't think
they were 500 in their last 10.
Yeah, I just don't think they won that many more games. I think they're gonna try to tank even harder.
All right. What if Steven Silas just goes Lovie Smith mode and just starts winning games for no reason?
Well, that's actually probably a little bit better because the number one worst team in the NBA has never got the number one pick since they changed it. Yeah. I don't want to be the worst team because I don't think we'll get it. I think they screw you over.
Detroit's number one right now, so it's looking pretty good for you guys.
Yeah,
but I'd say you just don't want to get out of that range. Where
actually, I don't know.
I just looked at the standings, bro. I don't think they're gonna pass anybody really. Even if they do win a bunch of games, every other team's too far ahead of them, bro. The Spurs, the Rockets, and the Pistons just suck that bad.
Yeah, I'm probably being the second worst team. I don't want to be the third worst team in the NBA for 3 seasons in a row. So yeah, I don't want to go through that. Yeah, but it's more than likely. Yeah, I don't think we'll finish at third. But the Spurs are like they have 2 less losses than us, so it's like I doubt it's gonna happen. Like I doubt the Rockets. I'll be very surprised if the Rockets somehow win more than 2 more games because they're not good. We've gone on like three losing streaks where we lose like 10 or 12 games in a row. So I don't expect them to win any type of serious winning record or some shit or streak. Yeah. So yeah. All right, then the last game.
Jalen Green to have like some type of John Morant type of development because I'd say they could be pretty similar. They got like the young core too. If they could bring in some veterans and like Jalen Green really develops like John Morant can.
Yeah,
I might be getting a bit ahead of myself. Yeah, but Houston might be there sooner than you think.
Yeah, hopefully Jalen Green doesn't show up to the strip club of a gun. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I was just talking about his game development.
Yeah.
Off-court development. Let's hope he doesn't do that, bro. He could just stay chilling with his grills and everything else.
Yeah. You know, Jalen Green seems more like he tries to act like a model more than me than actually tries to be a basketball player, but that's just from what I see. Yeah.
For real, bro.
Tries to act like a GQ model man more than the actual NBA player, but that's just me. So here we go. Okay, let's go to the last game. This is even more or less interesting. Pacers Hornets. Yeah. We're going to go really quickly. Hornets took the win. We both picked Indiana, I believe. Yeah, we didn't pick Charlotte. Yeah, and then no, I don't know what else to say. Let's see who did good on Charlotte. I guess Charlotte's team did pretty good. Kelly Oubre at 28, Rozier with 23, Hayward with 22, Nick Richards I didn't even know he got playing time like that. 14 points. 14 points and 17 rebounds. Pretty good game for him. PJ Washington at 10. Yeah, that wasn't a really good game. Dennis Smith was 1 for 10, only at 2 points in 26 minutes.
He didn't do anything, bro. God damn.
Yeah, no, that was a shitty game.
And I'm happy to see Dennis Smith on Charlotte, though. I mean, it's his hometown team. He was about to try out for the Giants, bro. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't even know.
After I forgot where it was. Where was he before? Was it New York? No, it was Detroit. He went to Detroit after New York, right?
Yeah.
He didn't do anything for Detroit, bro. I heard like he was gonna try to schedule like a workout for the Giants, bro. I saw it in a video. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but yeah, he wanted to try to start bulking up to be a football player, and he was able to get a tryout for the Hornets, so that's why he was able to get a few games under the Hornets and he started performing. So the Hornets signed him to a deal and he just stuck to the NBA. You're gonna have to look that up, bro. I saw a video on that for sure. I'm not sure how accurate it is, but we're gonna have to look that up after this.
All right. Okay, well, yeah, we'll look it up after this. And then Benedict Mathurin on the Pacers, 18 points. Miles Turner, 20, and 7 and 5. And Buddy Hield at 20. Halliburton's still out. He's been out the last couple of games. It seems like the Pacers are trying to make sure they're not in the play-in because Halliburton hasn't played in a little bit, so it seems like they're starting to tank as well. Even though I don't know how good that's going to work out for them, but yeah. So we both picked the Indiana. Took a loss. So only games. Isaac didn't get any games correct. And I only got 2 correct. Like I picked Golden State over Houston, and I picked Memphis over Dallas. There's kind of a lot of upsets. I'm pretty sure we picked all the favorites to win. Mostly all the favorites.
I picked
Houston,
which is my fault. Yeah.
Yeah, because we picked Sacramento. He was there for the favorite. Yeah, some upsets yesterday. All right.
Really, the only one you could really blame me for losing is the Houston one. The other ones, I'm pretty sure we expected to win that. How do you expect Charlotte to win? How do you expect Utah to win with the roster that they had?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how Charlotte even won. Yeah, you can't really pick them. It's not smart to pick them. You're just basically picking them just to pick the upset.
Yeah, exactly. The only one you could actually blame me for is the Houston one, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, that's basically it. All right, then we can move on to Wednesday's games to preview some of them games.
Hold on, real quick, because I got an article right here pulled up about Dennis Smith Jr. It was from CBS Sports. It says Dennis Smith Jr. says he was trying to make the NFL before the Hornets signed him. Smith says he was training for the career change and everything. So, yeah, it turns out it actually is true because that's CBS Sports reporting it. So, yeah, I told you he was actually trying to bulk up and become a football player, bro, which is crazy. I wonder what position he would have played, bro. 6'3",
probably had to play
a pretty big wide receiver.
He probably would have to play wide receiver. It's probably the easiest position
too. Yeah,
it's probably the easiest position.
6'3", bro, just toss it up to him.
That's probably the easiest position. Just start playing because all the other positions are pretty hard. You can't play corner because corner's too hard. You can't play safety. That's pretty hard too. And obviously he's not gonna be a quarterback or a running back either. So unless he's gonna be like Derrick Henry size, man. That's the only way he would be running back.
Yeah, I can see him being like a jump ball type of guy. He's like 6'2", 6'3", bro. He's got some crazy hops, bro. Just toss it up, bro. Let him go up for that. Hey,
he might have to.
Maybe the Giants could have used that this season.
He might have to take he might have to do his career change this year after this year because I don't think he's gonna get back on the NBA team.
I thought he was doing pretty decent on the Hornets, bro. That's crazy.
After he's like
2 points.
He's like a bench player on the Hornets. Son, that's like he's not really that good. He started off pretty good. So the season he started off pretty good, but he's been pretty average since then. So yeah. All right, let's move on to Wednesday's games. There's a lot of games to recap. There's a preview, excuse me. Yeah, there's a couple of games. All right, the first game of the night: Denver at Washington. Yeah, I don't see Denver. I think I'm not gonna pick Washington.
Denver, right? It's gotta be. Denver. It's gotta be Denver.
I'm not picking Washington. Yeah, so we're both going with Denver. And the next game, Golden State at Dallas. I'm probably gonna go with Dallas here, just because they're at Dallas. And I'm pretty sure Luka's probably gonna play this game.
Yeah, I'm hoping Luka plays this game. He was hopeful for Memphis, but that didn't happen. Yeah, I'm gonna take Dallas regardless, but this is my choice right here.
Yeah. Okay, we both picked Dallas for that game. And the next game, Indiana at Toronto. Okay, I'm just going to pick Indiana just because I don't want to. Because if I pick out every single favorite, it's probably not going to happen. Okay, so I'm just going to pick Indiana here. I'm going to go. So actually, no, I'm not going to go with Indiana because Tyrese Halliburton's not playing. Never mind. Describe that. I'm picking Toronto.
Yeah, I was going to go Toronto. Yeah, I was going to go Toronto too. Especially after what I just saw them do last night. Yeah,
I forgot about Tyrese Halliburton didn't play. Yeah, I forgot about that. He's not playing. Yeah. So I'm picking Toronto. Both of us are picking Toronto for that game. And New York and Miami. That's a pretty good game. I'm probably going to go with...
man.
I'm going to go with Miami. Just because I don't think the Knicks are going to have the juice after they played an overtime game.
Oh, man. That's crazy. I thought I was actually going to be different here by picking Miami. Man. Okay, give me New York then. Give me New York.
All right. Isaac picks New York. I pick Miami. San Antonio and Milwaukee. Yeah, well, I already know. I'm gonna jinx it probably, but I'm taking Milwaukee. I'm not picking San Antonio.
Watch it be another Nuggets and Spurs situation.
I know that.
Another Nuggets and Spurs. Yeah, I'm not about to do that though. Give me Milwaukee, bro. I would rather. I would live with Milwaukee losing, but I'm not gonna go pick the Spurs, bro. I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna pick the Spurs.
I'm not picking the Spurs either. I'm picking Milwaukee. Then Houston and Memphis. This is John Moran's first game back. I'm picking the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm not picking Houston.
I gotta go with Memphis. Yeah, I'm not gonna go with Houston again.
Yeah, and then the next game,
the battle of the mid, bro. The battle of the mid. Atlanta and Minnesota.
Yeah. Anthony Edwards and Carly Towns are back. I'm picking them. I think they get a good win with them back.
Yeah. Oh man, that's true. You know what? I'm gonna go with Atlanta. I think they spoiled the homecoming for them.
Okay.
But Minnesota, I think Minnesota will get back on track after. I just say they're gonna stumble into a little bit of a roadblock with the mid Atlanta Hawks.
All right. And so Isaac picks Atlanta, I pick Minnesota. And then next game, Philadelphia, Chicago. Yeah, I think Philadelphia bounces back. They had a terrible game. Last game, ugly performance. I don't think they play like that again. I think they beat Chicago this time.
Yeah, I gotta go with Philadelphia too. I'm not picking Chicago to go back to back.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen again. All right, then Portland at Utah. This is a tough game. They're thinking about shutting down Damian Lillard, so I'm just gonna pick Utah.
Damn, Damian Lillard might get shut down.
Yeah.
I mean, they got nothing to play for anyways.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think the Jazz are probably gonna get all their players back too because none of them played. I think it was just like a rest type of thing.
Just rested them for no reason. Okay,
Yeah.
Maybe Utah then. Yeah, I'll take Utah.
And then Phoenix at Lakers. I'm actually gonna pick the Lakers.
Actually, oh no,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I'm gonna take Phoenix. I'm gonna take Phoenix, bro. That really surprised me that you would go with the Lakers, bro. I thought you were gonna take this opportunity to completely shit on the Lakers, bro.
I'm just picking the Lakers because I just think it's gonna be an upset. That's the whole reason.
Upset, okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to explain it, or you just got a gut feeling?
No, I just got a gut feeling. Well, I guess Austin Reeves has actually been playing pretty good. You said Austin Reeves was going to get like a 4-year, $50 million contract probably? That's probably actually worth it.
50 mil, what, like 11, 12 mil? Yeah, it's about like 12 mil. That's
yeah, he's a restricted free agent, and I don't think the Lakers are going to let him leave. Yeah.
I guess.
He's averaging like 12 points. He's been on pretty good. He had like a 30 point. He's been having 30-point games, 25-point games. He's actually been pretty good. Yeah, he's been playing better than Anthony Davis recently.
Yeah, for real, bro. Freaking glass bones over here. Street clothes.
Yeah. All right, so for the final game, Isaac picks the Suns. I pick the Lakers.
All right. 8 o'clock start.
Yeah, we can talk about Jaylen Brown for a little bit here before we end the NBA talk. I told you guys we were going to talk about the Celtics a little bit. Oh, what's his name? Jaylen Brown said that they asked him if he was. What did they ask him? Like if he was going to stay in Boston or something? I forgot exactly. It was something like that.
Yeah, he was whatever team wants me and stuff like that. He
was
just not committal, bro. It didn't sound like he wanted to stay there, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, it didn't sound like he's committal about there. All right, he's talked about the racist fans recently too. Maybe that's probably another reason why. Bro. Yeah, he talked about them. He did say that the base is racist. He said that mostly all the fans from Boston that are from Boston, the area, those are the ones that are racist. They're bad. He basically said that. He didn't say it in those exact words, but that's basically what he said. So it could be also alluding to that. He might not be wanting to play in that type of situation anymore. Yeah, so maybe it's just that. Maybe he has some problems with the way the team's been struggling as of recently. So maybe he just wants to have his own team. That's possible. He wants to get out of Jason Tatum's shadow. Because even when he has a good game, Jason Tatum is still seen as like the face of the franchise player. Even if he plays better than him. He played better than Jason Tatum in the finals.
Stretch of games, yeah. Even for a stretch of games too, bro. It's not even like one game here and there. No, it'll be like for a complete stretch, bro. Jaylen Brown will be playing better than Tatum. And nobody gives him credit.
Yeah. So, like I said in the finals, he played way better than Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum, that's one of the reasons the Celtics lost, because Jason Tatum didn't perform in the finals. Yeah. And Jaylen Brown played better than him in the finals. So that could be a reason he just wants to get out of the shadow. I can see it. But the way Jaylen Brown was talking about it is like if he's going to leave. Like he didn't commit to the Celtics long term. That's probably I don't think it's a bad situation because Boston could probably still, even if he doesn't want to re-sign with them, they probably trade him. So it's not like, I guess Boston gets something back in return. unless he can just be an unrestricted free agent. Can he be an unrestricted free agent?
No, I'm pretty sure he's unrestricted in 2024. That's why. That's what they're talking
Oh.
about.
Oh, and Boston can just lose
this season, then he's got next season, and then he's unrestricted.
Okay, then yeah. So for Boston, then yeah, it's pretty bad news for Boston fans because then you just lose them for nothing.
Yeah, bro, they could end up losing going for nothing.
Boston's like a popular franchise though. They'll probably get players, but yeah, they'll lose them for nothing. I don't think
it's probably best to trade him for like another star. Like let's say Damian Lillard. Man, we keep on bringing up Damian Lillard because I'm pretty sure the fans want him to get out. I'm not sure how much he actually wants to get out, but bro, if you have the chance to go out and get Damian Lillard and trade Jaylen Brown, who's probably not even going to resign with you anyways, you could probably get that deal done with Portland, bro. I'm pretty sure Portland feels like they owe Damian Lillard, like they got to send him off to a contender, let him get a ring. I'm pretty sure Portland would be willing to do it. They get a young player back in return, and they get a guy who he could be the face of their franchise if they if they believe in him. So
yeah,
that makes perfect sense if they want to do it.
Yeah, this could also come from their. I just see a report right here. It says that Jason Tatum had me and Jaylen Brown had a problem with the Celtics trying to get Kevin Durant in the offseason when they had interest in him in the offseason. So they had a problem with him. Yeah, so maybe that's another reason why. Maybe he just doesn't feel as valued in Boston like you think he should be. Yeah, it's gonna look pretty. If the Celtics because Jaylen Brown could walk for nothing because a sign trade is possible, but a sign trade is only really needed if the team that Jaylen Brown wants to go to doesn't have cap space. So it's like
and they got a clear out cut.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of teams that are going to have a lot of money that are going to want Jaylen Brown.
It becomes unrestricted, bro. A whole bunch of teams are going to be knocking on the door, bro.
I think even the rebuilding teams are going to want Jaylen Brown because Jaylen Brown's he's like in his prime.
Pretty young too.
Yeah, he's not even in his prime probably yet, and he's averaging like 27 all-star already. So even the teams with no cap space, with cap space, are going to want him. It's not like, like this free agency, there's not really much money for teams that have cap space to spend it on. But like next offseason, the Rockets, the Pistons, the Magic, all those teams have cap space, and all those teams I'm pretty sure they would love Jaylen Brown, and they all have the money to do it, but they don't have to give no assets away to Boston. They could just sign him straight up, and Boston doesn't get anything back. So,
and Jaylen Brown, it makes sense for him too. He gets to step out of the shadow of Jason Tatum that he's probably never going to be able to step out of if he stays there in Boston. No matter how much better he performs than Tatum, it's always going to be Tatum's team more than likely. Unfortunately for Brown. And he'll get a max contract, bro. Whoever picks him up, they'll probably value him too. So, I'd say that's what he wants. He said wherever he feels valued, bro. If the Rockets go out and hand him a contract for a max deal, you think he wouldn't feel valued there?
Yeah.
So, I could definitely see him moving teams if that's the case.
Even the Magic too. Those are probably two nicer cities to probably live in than Boston because Boston's pretty cold. So even the cities.
Florida, I know. Yeah, you get Florida, you get to move to Texas. Florida, Texas. I mean, they're already better than Massachusetts on their own.
Yeah, maybe not Detroit because maybe not Detroit, bro. Yeah, Detroit's probably even worse than Boston to be honest with you, but I don't think
Orlando were chill though. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the two teams that have a lot of money. They're gonna have a lot of money next year. So you never know.
Yeah, if I was Boston, bro, maybe just ship him out, bro. Try to see if Damian Lillard wants out, bro. Try to bring him in.
I was gonna. Maybe if they knew Jaylen Brown wasn't want to resign, they should have probably just talked about Kevin Durant being possible trade there. Kevin Durant before. If they knew that Jaylen Brown was probably not going to want to stay there anymore, they probably should have just done. They probably should have just offered him for KD. That's probably the best player you would have been able to get for Jaylen Brown. But
I don't know how. But I don't. Even if they did offer Jaylen Brown, bro, I don't know if Brooklyn would have been willing to do that.
Yeah.
Just because after what Boston did to them earlier that year in the playoffs.
Yeah, but I don't know. I would have took Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown was like the fucking best possible. Yeah, you have to look at the best possible. You can't just take a worse offer just because you don't like the team. Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, general man. If you do that, if a general manager does that, if you take a worse offer just because you don't like the team, it's you're just fucking screwing yourself over. So, yeah, all right.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I'm taking Jaylen Brown over Mikal and Cam Johnson.
Bro.
Yeah, You probably would have got Marcus Smart too. He probably wouldn't have been that important, but
It helps you out on defense, yeah.
yeah, they'd probably still be fine.
Probably better off without the move, if I'm being honest. That's only if they could keep Jaylen Brown, though.
Yeah.
That's considering they could keep Jaylen Brown. If they could keep Jaylen Brown, then they're better off keeping Brown and Marcus Smart, if I'm being honest. But if they just let Jaylen Brown walk for nothing, that's going to be pretty tough for them. They have an off-season because, the trade deadline's already gone. They can I'd say they're still in the run for the finals, so I don't really think they need to make any changes right now. But let's say they can't make the finals again this year, or they end up losing again, and Jaylen Brown is non-committal towards his future with this team, and he becomes an unrestricted free agent in the following year, you might have to really consider trading him away and seeing what you can get for him.
But yeah, they do that. That's basically I don't think they're going to get as much as they want. He can just be a free agent next year, or he can just force himself. He can just force himself into a team. Like he can say, "I want to go there, and if you don't take me there, I'm just going to leave."
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. So
some team might be able to take a swing on him, but it would be for like a low deal. Boston won't be getting much in return.
Yeah, they'll probably still get something, but they won't get that much because he can basically force himself onto a team where you're basically just training for rental. So, yeah. All right. Well, we can move on to some NFL news. Probably the biggest news: C.J. Gardner-Johnson leaving Philadelphia, signing a 1-year deal in Detroit, only for $8 million. So it's a pretty big steal. What is it called though?
Probably a prove-it deal for him.
Yeah,
that's probably what he sees it as.
Yeah, a lot of people saw him as a slot quarterback and not really a safety. So that's why he didn't really get the offers he wanted. But yeah, it's just crazy to me these Philly fans turned on him so quick again because he wanted money. So I don't know. Some Philly fans were already shitting on him in his Instagram. You should go see his Instagram. I don't know if they're still there anymore. You might have to delete the post. There's a bunch of fucking Philly fans shitting on him already turning on him. So I don't know. I know it's not all Philly fans. It's basically it's that small majority of Philly fans. It's that small majority of Philadelphia fans that are not assholes essentially. Because most of them are assholes. So
that's tough.
Yeah, you can't really blame C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He's been tweeting about shit about the Eagles, but it's like, yeah, you played for the team. You probably had your best year for the team. You were one of the contributors to the team, and all of a sudden they start shitting on you as soon as you leave. So it's kind of like they're all calling him overrated and everything, and that he was just a system player. So that's pretty. They just turned on him basically because he didn't go back to their team. That's essentially what happened.
Yeah, bro. They would have loved him if he came back. They would have been giving him all that shit if he came back.
Yeah, they're all calling him overrated now. Yeah, they're saying all this nasty shit to him. So yeah.
Oh, man, but that is crazy. I might have to go check that right now.
Yeah, but then Gardner-Johnson, this is a good move for the Lions. The Lions' defense is getting way better. Way better. And they could still land Jalen Carter in the draft. And they could also take another defensive player at 18. So they can just double up on defense if they wanted to. But yeah, the Lions' defense is hopefully going to be more improved because it wasn't as bad good last year. They had a lot of rookies playing and a lot of guys that were not really proven guys playing. Well, this year they added a lot. They had Cam Sutton. They're going to have Aiden Hutchinson in the second year. Now they get Gardner-Johnson. They also added, Emmanuel Mosley. So
yeah, the secondary is going to be pretty improved.
Yeah,
that was the main struggle for the Lions last year was their defense. The offense was holding their ground, bro. The offense was putting up some points. The only problem is that they would allow 50 points.
Yeah, and they're going to have their draft picks as well. So yeah, the defense is going to be really heavily improved. Might be one of the probably be the favorites to win the division next year.
I'm pretty sure they are. I heard that they are. Yeah, that's crazy. Even over Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota's got exposed. So their defense, at least, got exposed. And I don't think they got him better. They've probably been the same. They got Byron Murphy. He's probably better than any quarterback that they had before. But yeah, this is nothing out of the ordinary offseason for the Vikings. And then but the Lions, this is like an A+ type of move. It's really cheap for C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He was a Pro Bowler. I don't know if he was All-Pro, but I know he was a Pro Bowler. So yeah, it's a pretty good move for the Lions. And the Eagles probably need to add a safety because their safety room's pretty weak right now. Because they lost Marcus Epps as well. Marcus Epps went to the Raiders. They added this guy named Justin Evans from the Saints, but it's not like I don't think that dude's actually that good. It's more of just like a guy you need they probably just need a safety.
Yeah.
So they had to sign somebody. But yeah, it's pretty A+ move for the Lions. For the Lions.
Yeah, it's a low risk, high reward type of move for them. They don't gotta pay too much. They're only locked into it for 1 year in case things don't work out. CJ is gonna want to be. He's gonna want to prove himself this year. I'm pretty sure he felt disrespected that he wasn't able to get the type of contract that he wanted. That kind of reflects in the contract that he accepted. 1 year, $6 million. I'm pretty sure he was expecting a lot more. Didn't you say he was expecting damn near $20 million a year?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a huge step down, but I think he's gonna come with a huge chip on his shoulder that people didn't believe in him. So he's gonna give it his all this season. I'm pretty sure he's gonna give it his all in the offseason, in the season. And yeah, Detroit likes the production that they get out of him, and they got the cap space. They might want to extend him to whatever CJ wants. And let's say he doesn't perform, and the Lions don't like what they're getting out of him, then they could just let him walk after this year, or sign him to like a cheaper deal. Who knows? But as far as like I tell you, the Lions they really got a big win in this move.
Yeah, so it's a really good move for the Lions. They need help in their secondary, and they got it so far. They still got the draft to go to as well. All right, next couple moves. The Texans made some moves. They added Dalton Schultz, 1 year, $9 million deal, and they added running back Devin Singletary to a 1 year deal. Yeah, some Texans fans were like overrating these moves.
I don't really get either one of them, bro, because I might be hyping up Jordan Atkins too much just because he caught a Hail Mary against the Colts, and I'm like happy about that. But he seemed like a pretty good tight end right now. I mean, I guess bringing Dalton Schultz it might be an upgrade, but I mean, I'm thinking Atkins was all right.
I think Schultz is like a significant upgrade over Atkins.
I might just be overhyping Atkins, bro.
Yeah,
I might just be overhyping Atkins because I saw him catch a Hail Mary in the last play of the season. So
yeah, Atkins he's like
Devin Singletary one. I really don't understand because I mean you already got Dameon Pierce, bro. You could just let him. You could let him be the lead horse, bro. I don't want to see him split carries with Devin Singletary.
Yeah, I don't really think he's gonna split carries with him. I think it's just like another guy to have as a backup. I think he's just gonna be a backup, like really backup. I don't think he's gonna get that many carries. Pierce is like I don't think they're gonna take carries away from Pierce to give him to Singletary. But
they better not.
Yeah, Schultz he's a good signing. He declined a 3 year, $36 million deal last year with the Cowboys. That doesn't look like a good move anymore. This is another 1 year proven deal for him. He's solid, but it's not like he's not anything too special. I think it's an upgrade over Atkins. I think Atkins already signed with another team, I believe. I don't remember where, but I saw him signing. I think it might have been with the Bills.
He left?
Or somewhere like that.
What? Oh, man. I didn't even know. Damn.
Yeah. Atkins was actually on the Giants roster, and the Giants cut him. So that's on your... But he was on the roster at the beginning of the season, and they cut him. I remember now. Yeah, he had a touchdown against us. Yeah. Yeah, but Atkins is alright. I saw Atkins more like a tight end 2 type of thing.
Oh, okay,
Schultz is more like a tight end 1. They had Bevan Jordan as well. Bevan Jordan...
He's the other one, yeah. I was about to bring him up because he also shredded us week 1.
Yeah.
He shredded us week 1, so I remember him too.
Yeah, Bevan Jordan, I guess it takes away some of his development from him, but Schultz is an upgrade over him. I don't know. I would have liked for them to keep Schultz maybe a little bit longer, maybe like a 2 year deal, just to lock him up a little bit longer. But I guess Schultz probably wants to prove himself. So, yeah, this is a good weapon for whoever gets there. Because he's a receiving. He's like a legitimate receiving tight end. He's not like a blocker type of dude or a possession type of dude. Yeah. He's a legitimate receiving option. So, yeah. What do they have now? They have it's a pretty, what's the receiving core right now? Robert Woods, Nico Collins, what's his name? Mechie?
John Mechie.
Yeah, or Mechie, yeah. And then, what's his name? Noah Brown, Dalton Schultz, Bevan Jordan. Yeah, that's solid for the start of a rebuild. Well, they're still in the rebuild. Not the start of the rebuild, but they're still in the rebuild. That's a solid receiving core for Bryce Young, who's more... Yeah, it's probably going to be Bryce Young. It's a solid receiving core with Bryce Young. Start out with.
I hope the Panthers end up taking Bryce Young just so I don't have to see him in the division twice a year. That's gonna really piss me off. Even though it's likely that they're probably gonna take CJ.
Yeah, but Bryce Young, he's gonna have one of his old guys from Alabama there, so that should help. And then Robert Woods is a nice veteran. Schultz is probably the best option right now on their team because he's had a better. He's still, I think he's more solid. I think he's better than Robert Woods now because Robert Woods isn't anything special, to me at least. But
I mean, he was pretty good until he got injured the last time. Then I haven't really seen too much of him. Where was he? He was in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, he was in Tennessee. Tennessee, he was not really good at all, though.
He didn't really do anything, though. Yeah, he didn't really do too much. Okay, yeah.
So, I don't know.
Probably not too much right now. And how much did he get? He got like $6 million.
Yeah. Or 9 million.
I remember you were getting 9 million. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I thought it was like 6 million because I remember you were getting mad because he didn't sign for like.
I thought you were talking about Schultz. No.
I was talking about Robert Woods. Yeah.
Oh, no, 7.5.
Okay. Yeah.
No, yeah, I think Robert. No, I'm not kidding though. Robert Woods
signed for like the bare minimum.
He should have got like 3.5 mil. If I'm being honest with you, but he's not good. Like he's legitimately not good. Like I think a lot of people are overrating that move just because of the name. Like it's Robert Woods. People know who that is.
At this point,
yeah. Because like he was less productive than he was less productive than the Giants receivers last year. That's insane. So it's like he was less productive than Darius Slayton, and Darius Slayton has a job problem. So that just shows you that he's not as good as he used to be. I don't know. To me, like I think Darius Slayton
ever since his last injury, bro. Where they had to bring in Odell right after, then it was a problem. He was doing good before that though, bro. He was like really one of the key Rams pieces that year.
Yeah, he was good. He was a good option for them. He was like he was one of the solid wide receiver twos in the NFL. He was basically a wide receiver two to Cooper Kupp. So he was pretty solid with that. Yeah, but his injury just threw him off. Then the Raiders. He's a wide receiver one.
What would he be in Houston? He'd be a wide receiver one on Houston. God damn.
Yeah. It'll probably be him, wide receiver one, then Nico Collins, wide receiver two, and then Mechie in the slot. Or Mechie in the slot, yeah.
Okay.
And Noah Brown's the fourth option. So, yeah. And the Raiders, I guess they're trying to replace Darren Waller. They added O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard had a couple of touchdowns last year for the Texans, but he basically didn't do anything last year for the Texans. So, I guess
the point of that was.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to replace Darren Waller. But also a meeting with Austin Hooper on Wednesday. But it's also another.
Darren Waller. Did Josh McDaniels just not like Darren Waller or what?
I guess not. Yeah, it's not like these guys aren't really going to do anything for them. I don't think that. Because Darren Waller's like a top 5 tight end when he's healthy. Maybe even top 3 when he's healthy. So yeah, it's like. Yeah, it's not. These guys aren't going to replace him at all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure O.J. Howard didn't do anything most of last year. I think he just had a couple, 2 touchdowns, a couple of catches. Because I'm pretty sure he basically didn't do anything. And Austin Hooper's probably a little bit better than O.J. Howard, but Austin Hooper's still not good. So,
he hasn't been great since he left Atlanta, if I'm being for real.
Yeah. I remember he got that big contract from Cleveland, and he's basically getting tossed around the league. He spent 1 year in Cleveland. I think he spent 2 years in Cleveland, then he got traded to Tennessee, and Tennessee cut him. So, yeah.
And Cleveland already had Njoku, too.
Yeah.
They had no point in making that move, bro. They were still using Njoku more, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, I mean, at least he got his contract after leaving Atlanta, so he was able to secure a bag for a while.
Yeah, it's pretty, a pretty good contract for him when he got it. All right, then it says that the Browns have not closed the door in training for Broncos wide receiver Jerry Jeudy. It says Cleveland does not have a first-round pick this year due to the Deshaun Watson trade, so more than likely be a second. It said that Cleveland's trying to get a
traded a first-round pick anyways.
It's saying that Cleveland
does Denver think they're trading?
Yeah, it says that Denver's trying to get their late first, early second. So
who the hell do they think Jerry Jeudy is, bro? You think he's freaking DeAndre Hopkins or what?
I don't know. I think they're just trying to sell Jerry Jeudy off of his potential rather than what he actually is. That's what they're trying to do right now.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah, because I guess if you were looking at the potential, I guess you can see the first round pick if you're just talking about potential with a better team, like a better overall offense, probably.
Yeah, but I mean,
I'm not trading a second.
If you did that 2 years ago.
Yeah, but I guess if you look at the Chase Claypool trade, man, it's basically like it's basically like if you're trading if you're looking at what they trade for Chase Claypool, I guess it's not that crazy to say.
That's true.
The Broncos won. Yeah, because Jerry Jeudy has been more productive than Claypool, so way more productive, especially when they're.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so I guess if the Broncos are looking at it like that, they can just point to that and be like, "Oh, no, the Broncos are." Yeah. I don't think the Broncos are going to trade him though. I think they're doing a high asking price just to see if they can get it. So I don't think they're actually going to trade him. Because to be honest,
they're just trying to find out who's dumb enough to take it.
Yeah, because I don't think it's too smart for the Broncos to trade him because like it's basically just Courtland Sutton and that's it. If they trade Judy for Russell Wilson to throw, they want to become a heavy running team, but
you gotta have receivers too. Still,
yeah, you have to have some receivers. So it's like I don't think they're actually going to trade Judy because it's basically going to just leave Courtland Sutton to be the only option for Russell Wilson to throw to. So I don't think. Yeah. I think they're just doing this to see if they can actually get what they want, their high asking price. So I don't think it's actually. He'll wind up. I think he'll just wind up staying in Denver. Denver.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah. All right. Then we got some retirement news. A longtime Patriots linebacker Dante Hightower announced his retirement from the NFL. I'm pretty sure last year he was a free agent and just nobody signed him. I think he was deciding if he wanted to play still or not this whole last season.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, he just retired.
Decided to retire.
Yeah.
Well, you're saying it's pretty much forced into retirement, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he was probably one of the most underrated players from the last decade. He was a solid
Patriots run, yeah, he was pretty good.
Yeah, he's one of the best linebackers in the last 10 years, probably.
Yeah, he's a big piece of that Patriots run.
Yeah, he's probably joining the Patriots linebacker group with the famous guys like him, Teddy Bruschi. So yeah, he's like Mike Vrabel, I guess. Mike Vrabel was pretty solid when he played early.
I don't remember him too much in New England.
Yeah, he was old New England. He was like the early 2000s New England. He was those New England teams.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, no, I remember seeing him playing against Peyton Manning, like just rewatching some of the old Colts games, Colts versus Patriots. I remember seeing Mike Vrabel there, but that's all I've seen from him on the Patriots. Yeah.
This is actually an interesting thing. Before the Seahawks threw the interception against Malcolm Butler, they actually ran into Marshawn Lynch, and he's the one that stopped it at the one. So it's a pretty good play right there. Yeah. The Hightower didn't get that tackle against Marshawn Lynch at the one, and they wouldn't have won that game. So, yeah. It's probably going to be in the Ring of Honor for the Patriots, more than likely. There's probably a couple of Patriots that are going to be in the Ring of Honor that retired, like Devin McCourty as well. And, of course, Tom Brady, obviously. Tom Brady obviously is going to be in the... Yeah. Those guys, McCourty and Hightower are probably going to be in the Hall of Fame because they weren't that good. They weren't Hall of Fame worthy. Maybe McCourty, because McCourty was like one of the top safeties for a long time.
I guess
like a top 5 safety. McCourty.
Yeah,
Hightower is probably just going to be like a Hall of Fame for the Patriots, like their Hall of Fame, their own Hall of Fame, the Ring of Honor and all that shit. He'll for sure get that.
The Patriots appreciate him though. Yeah. The Patriots for sure appreciate him.
Yeah,
he'll be there on the Patriots.
I could see McCourty being a Hall of Famer, like maybe like when he's in a couple. What is it? What am I trying to say?
It's like 5 years.
Yeah,
maybe get eligible. Maybe a little bit longer than that.
Maybe not first ballot Hall of Famer. But I think there's some guys that are probably worse than him in the Hall of Fame right now. So he should probably be in the Hall of Fame at least at some point in his career. Yeah. You know that Harold Carmichael hasn't been in the Hall. Yeah, I'm just surprised about this. Harold Carmichael has been eligible for Hall of Fame for like 30 years, and he barely got into it. I think this year.
So for 30 years.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. I can imagine it. How old is he right now?
He's like in the 70s or almost 80, probably. Yeah, he's old.
Shit, bro. At least they inducted him before he died.
Yeah. All right, then we got some. This is not groundbreaking news, but still some news to talk about it real quick here before we end off the show. The Raiders. These are basically just cheaper signings. The Raiders re-signed Keelan Cole, another receiver to add to the receiving core, and then Jonathan Abram signing with the Saints, former first-round pick for the Raiders, and then the Giants are signing Bobby McCain from the Commanders. So yeah, those are the other 3 moves.
What's the Jonathan Abram deal worth?
I don't know. I don't think it's worth anything.
For real? Oh, man. Yeah, that's tough, bro. I remember I wanted the Colts to draft him back in the day.
Yeah. I remember he was pretty popular in the draft that year. Yeah. I forgot about this one. We didn't talk about it. It was a pretty big signing. Adam Thielen signing with the Panthers. I forgot we didn't talk about that one either.
Oh, yeah. Adam Thielen, bro. You see what he said on McAfee? That he thought that the Panthers are like a legitimate Super Bowl contender. That's why he went there.
Yeah, I don't believe that, but so he can go ahead and believe.
He sounds like he believes it though, bro. He sounds like he firmly believes that the Panthers are Super Bowl contenders. And he said one of the big reasons why is because of Andy Dalton.
Oh my god, he actually said that?
Yeah.
Damn, crazy.
He said one of the main reasons why I wanted to come to Carolina is because they have Andy Dalton, and we already kind of have a relationship. that their wives have a relationships themselves. So he was happy to see Andy Dalton there, and he's confident that if things don't go right with the first pick, that Andy Dalton's going to lead him to victory.
Okay, so basically just because he's friends with him. Okay, so that's why. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but
Andy
Andy
Dalton, and he thinks that the Panthers are Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah, Andy Dalton's not getting no playing time this year. Probably. Actually, maybe the first couple of games. Maybe the first two games of the season.
Yeah, he'll start the year.
Yeah, but Adam Thielen's probably going to be the number one receiving option for CJ Stroud, not Andy Dalton. That's probably the way it's going to go. So, yeah. Andy Dalton. Yeah, Andy Dalton's not going to be the biggest reason why. If they are Super Bowl contenders, it's not going to be because of Andy Dalton. So,
hell no.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no.
So
he said when speaking with Reich, speaking with Tepper, he sounded like they were fully bought in to winning a championship this year. That this isn't a rebuild for the Panthers. That they want to win right now. So Adam Thielen, that's why he went to Carolina. It gave him the best shot to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I saw that he said that they're Super Bowl contenders. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson also said the Lions have a better roster than the Eagles' Super Bowl roster.
Hell no.
Yeah. So. Yeah, a lot of these guys don't mean what they're actually saying. So, yeah. And Zach Pascal signed with the Cardinals. Apparently, he has a good relationship with Jonathan Gannon. So
yeah, he's a defensive coach, so kind of.
Yeah, that didn't make sense. Yeah, I thought he would. I guess he didn't want to go back to the Colts probably because he's already been there. So
yeah,
that's probably why he didn't go back to them. Because you guys did sign a receiver. You guys signed Isaiah McKenzie. I guess that's probably replaced.
I like that signing.
Yeah.
A solid option. Probably just gonna replace Paris Campbell, whatever the hell he did last year. That's probably all that move is. I like Isaiah McKenzie though. Zach Pascal, I would have liked him back, but yeah, I'm not surprised that he didn't want to come back. I thought he could have just stayed with Philadelphia, but his production really wasn't there last year. And I don't know how well liked he was by Philly fans. He seemed a lot more appreciated in Indianapolis, if I'm being honest.
Oh, yeah, he didn't even play last year, so I don't even know. He basically didn't play. Because he was a 4 option. He was behind Quez Watkins, so he basically didn't play.
Yeah, and pretty much our number 2 when he was in Indy.
Oh, yeah.
He was number 2 behind Michael Pittman.
Yeah, before you guys got Pearsall. And then Campbell was injured that season. So yeah.
And T.Y. was on and off. He was injured, and then he'd come back and get injured again. And he was already at the end of his career anyways.
All right, then the Titans signed Sean Murphy-Bunting, the former Bucks corner, to a 1-year, $5 million deal. Yeah, Bunting was really good.
I didn't even know he was a free agent.
Yeah, he's not that good. Not right now. When they won the Super Bowl, he was good. That year, he was really good. Yeah, but now kind of fell off a little bit. The Bills also signed Trent Sherfield. He came from Miami. He was actually a solid option for Miami. So I guess he basically just replaces McKenzie. The reason McKenzie got cut was because he was guaranteed money. He had guaranteed money. He was supposed to get guaranteed money last Friday, but they cut him before he got it. So that's the reason he got cut. And then what else? Let me find. There's a couple other stuff. The Falcons are meeting with Calais Campbell. Yeah, it's not good.
I don't think that's the right move for him.
Yeah, Atlanta's defense is actually looking
into a contender.
Yeah, Atlanta's defense is actually pretty good right now. They actually added a couple pieces, but they're not winning anything. So
yeah, unless Desmond Ridder turns into Jalen Hurts, bro, they're probably not going to do anything.
Yeah, and the Falcons also signed Mike Hughes. He played with the Lions last year. He's a pretty solid corner. Not the best, because he was with the Lions last year, and the Lions cornerback sucked, but he's not the Falcons. The Falcons signed him.
Okay, yeah.
And the Bills signed Damian Harris. This is actually a pretty solid move, because Damian Harris was actually pretty good for the Patriots last year when he played. But the only problem with him is his injuries. And the Seahawks released Al Woods, clearing $3.67 million cap space. And then the final topic of today's show is going to be DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins is Ian Rappaport reported that the talks are heating up between the teams that are interested. And these are some of the teams listed by Benjamin Albright. He's a pretty solid news source. Tier 1. These are like the Tier 1 teams he listed. He listed the Chiefs, Giants, and Patriots as the Tier 1 teams, the most teams that are interested in him. And Tier 2, he listed the Browns, Ravens, and Vikings. And the wild cards, he listed like teams like the Titans, the Bills, the Packers, and the Panthers. So, more than likely.
I know who you think he's going to.
Yeah, the
Kansas City.
Yeah, probably. Actually, what I wanted to go to is the Giants, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
You don't think they're gonna do it? Yeah,
I could see it happening. To me, it'd still be surprising if the Giants did it, but I could see it happening because the Giants
that'd be
have
a
cap
good move,
space.
bro. That would be a good
Yeah.
move. I'm not gonna lie, that would be a good move. That would get Daniel Jones as number one. I don't know how much years Hopkins has left in him, but it gets him as number one for the time being. And Daniel Jones can really get to prove himself this year. Maybe take some kind of he's not gonna take a Josh Allen development, but he could probably develop into like one of the top NFC QBs, like a top 5 NFC QB.
Yeah,
If
maybe
he gets
top
that
4.
number one.
Yeah.
If he gets that number one, bro, who knows?
I could see the Browns being a dark horse, to be honest with you, just because he's already played Watson. And the Browns, the Browns want another receiver. But the only problem I see is that I see the Browns wanting like a speedster type of guy. They want a speedster type of guy. Hopkins really isn't a speedster type of guy. Like that's why they want it. That's why they're still after Judy, because Judy's more that type of guy. But I think Hopkins and Amari Cooper are a little bit too similar, so maybe that's why they don't get him.
Are they really that similar?
A little bit. Well, I don't think they're that similar, but they're like the same type of build. And if they want a speedster, I don't think Amari Cooper is really a speedster anymore. He's pretty old.
Probably not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They would still fit together. That would still be a good move for the Browns if they did it. He already has chemistry with Watson.
Yeah. The Baltimore one kind of intrigues me because it would be like, okay, let's bring in Lamar, an actual receiver. This is our chance to bring in a receiver. But I think they got way too much going on with Lamar for them to even do anything right now. I don't think they're worried about anything else other than what the hell is going to go on with him. I think he ends up staying, but that needs to be their number one priority, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I don't think the Ravens are going to do it. That would be probably a good move for them to do, but I don't think it's...
Yeah.
Maybe the Vikings would also be a pretty nice spot. Him and Jefferson be pretty good. Probably be... If you're just talking about talents, they'll probably be the best two, number 1 and number 2, like a duo in the NFL. More than likely.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah, because you have Hopkins as your number 2 next to Jefferson. This is the best receiver, probably, in my opinion, in the NFL right now.
That'd be crazy. Yeah. God damn.
Yeah.
Who is it? Chris Carter and Randy Moss 2.0.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, because Chris Carter is already old by the time Randy Moss got there. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, for us, that's what it's going to be back in Minnesota. Oh, man, I don't think that's going to happen, though.
No.
Oh, man, I really don't see the Patriots doing it. Actually,
the Chiefs and the Patriots are probably those are probably the two teams I expect them. Yeah.
Now that I think about it, bro, the Patriots they've had a history of trading for those number 1 receivers. They did it with AB, they did it with Randy Moss. They could try to take a swing again and bring in DeAndre Hopkins. Actually, now that I think about it, it actually does make more sense than I thought it initially did.
Yeah, those are probably the top 2 teams I had before. Then even I didn't know the Giants were still even interested. I saw some reports though lately, especially the last couple of days, that the Giants have been interested in Hopkins still. So could happen. The Chiefs and the Patriots are probably my number 1 and 2.
Yeah,
the Chiefs.
I want to see him go to the Giants, to be honest.
That's what. Yeah, yeah. For me, obviously, yeah, I would want him. Yeah. That would be like fucking amazing. But yeah, more. I just want to see, like, if it's not the Giants, I probably want to go to the Chiefs just so you can win the Super Bowl. That's probably why. That's probably.
I really don't want to see him go to the Chiefs. That's just me, because I mean the Chiefs are already coming off a Super Bowl. That's probably the only reason why. They're already coming off that Super Bowl win.
I want him to go to the Chiefs just because he hasn't played with a quarterback as good as Mahomes ever. He played with the Texans quarterbacks. He played with Deshaun Watson, but Deshaun Watson's not Mahomes.
Deshaun Watson's damn near on his level.
Yeah, I don't know about on his level.
Deshaun is damn near on his level.
I don't know. I'm still comfortably taking Mahomes. To me,
I mean, I'm taking Mahomes, but Deshaun Watson, he was.
Yeah, that's probably the second best. That's the best quarterback he's played with right now. But yeah, Mahomes. I don't know if I'm comparing peak Mahomes to peak Watson. I don't think it's close because peak Mahomes is like that MVP season probably, or you could probably say the Super Bowl year. I'm picking peak Mahomes like comfortably for me. But yeah, I could see what you're saying. So yeah,
I think it's closer than you think. I think it's closer than you think.
All right. Yeah, I don't know because I just can't. I don't want to turn this into Deshaun Watson versus Mahomes or whatever, but I just can't.
Well, I mean, I can't really debate. I mean, it would be dumb for me to argue that Deshaun Watson is better than Mahomes because obviously he isn't. He hasn't been his whole career. But
when I say tier, I mean like I think Mahomes is like on the tier by himself, and everybody else is below him. Like there's tier 2. That's where like Burrow and Josh Allen go. I don't think they're the same level as Mahomes.
Really? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mahomes has a chance
that makes sense,
to compete. If he wins more Super Bowls, if he wins more Super Bowls, he's probably going to be the second best quarterback ever of all time. I don't think anybody really has that case right now. He's probably more than likely Mahomes is probably going to win like 2 more MVPs. More than likely, at least MVPs. I don't know about Super Bowls because Super Bowls are harder to predict. But the MVPs, more than likely he's going to win more MVPs. And he already has 2 Super Bowls.
Probably got some more MVPs.
Yeah. Because MVPs are easier to predict. I can't predict Super Bowls because Super Bowls are harder to win than MVPs are. Because MVP, Mahomes is probably going to win MVP just because unless he gets hurt and he never plays as good ever again, he'll probably win the MVP. Because it's like he's the most popular player in the NFL. And he's like, everybody puts him on the pedestal already. So it's basically, everybody already has him as.
Yeah, I can see him winning MVP again. I really don't think he should have won this year, but I'm not going to debate that right now.
Let's go back to Hopkins real quick. We can talk about some of the dark horse teams. Maybe the Titans, Bills, Packers, and Panthers. I see Panthers fans trying to
Bills.
Yeah, I see Panthers fans trying to get Hopkins to the Panthers bound. I don't know if that's gonna happen just because they already got the. It seems like they're receiving. I think they're gonna add DJ Chark. I think they'll wind up getting him. Yeah, it's not a sexy option.
Good.
Yeah, I just don't see the Panthers spending. They don't have their own picks basically anymore. So they probably have to go deep into their bag of picks from like a couple years from now to even try to get him. So I doubt that's a pretty. I don't think that's an option for him. Tennessee. I've been seeing Tennessee, but I don't know about. It seems like Tennessee's trying to rebuild, so I don't know why Tennessee would make that move. Or not rebuild, but it seems like they're trying to retool. It seems like they're trying to retool with younger talent, so I don't really think that makes sense. I think they'll just probably, if they want a receiver, I think they'll just draft one, like maybe a second or third round. So I don't think. I don't know. It would be surprising if Tennessee made that move. I would be against it because Tennessee does need a receiver, but it just doesn't make sense of why. Oh, I guess they have a new GMO, so never mind.
Especially I was going to say they did trade AJ Brown too.
Yeah, I was going to say that though, but they have a new GM.
That's a new GM. Yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. Okay.
And the Packers.
If they still think they're competitive, then maybe.
Yeah, I guess if they still think that they're competitive. Yeah, and the Packers. I don't think they're making no move.
Probably not,
I don't think.
They never make moves.
I think if they get any new receiver or tight end, it's probably going to be in the draft. I don't think they're going to sign or trade for one. That's our big name or something like that. Yeah. So it's more likely going to be it's probably going to be within those top 3 teams of the Chiefs, Patriots, and Giants. Yeah, because those other teams are probably going to be more like random. It'll be pretty surprising if the other teams trade for him because it seems like the Chiefs, Patriots, and the Giants have been the most involved with him. If the Chiefs don't have Hopkins, then they're probably going to have to be really desperate for OBJ. So, that's
true.
That's probably what's going to happen to them. And the Patriots, actually, the Patriots, if the Chiefs decide maybe the Chiefs just decide they want OBJ, then it's probably going to be the Patriots. But right now, it seems like the Chiefs are the most likely landing spot. And maybe the Patriots. I think it's like a 50-50, to be honest with you, with the Chiefs and the Patriots. Because the Patriots also.
Don't even include the Giants.
No, I don't really think. I told you, I'll be surprised with the Giants. I would probably put the Giants more down. I'll put them like tier 2, to be honest with you. Probably top of tier 2, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's what I would put them. Just because we already signed. I don't know. Unless they really take a bunch of the caps, unless the Cardinals really pay for cap space off Hopkins' deal. Because Hopkins' deal is pretty expensive. So, because it says the Cardinals are willing to do it to get off of his contract. So,
for real? Goddamn.
Yeah. Because they don't want to pay him. So, yeah, they probably have guaranteed money due to him too, probably, so they probably need to trade him soon. But yeah, other than that, it's going to do it for this episode of the Playmaker Pod. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching, and please like and subscribe.
All right, peace out.